By the way, my volume isn't going to be like super high because I have someone sleeping in the room next door. Just so you know,
Understood. You're
I'm going to
adjusted.
attempt not to be super loud anyway because I have someone sleeping in the room next to me.
There's an issue.
Oh wow, you're already here. You're already streaming.
I'm streaming, but there's an issue.
Good.
It shouldn't be
That's what we
too
all
bad.
want.
I
We
should,
want issues in life. If you didn't have issues, I wouldn't have a job. No one would be able to do anything because the world would be working the way it should. Like everyone would be dancing on God's beard or something because that's what he designed them to. Oh, music.
you could hear that?
Okay.
You can
Yeah, I
hear the
can hear all
music?
that.
I
Yeah.
can't hear it. The streaming people can't hear it.
How
So
do you know they can't hear it?
I know they can't hear it because the motherfucking headphones that I'm listening to
Well,
that have the
why do
monitor
you care?
because
Why don't you just give up on it?
they're a fucking streaming audience. That's why.
So you want to do the first 10 minutes of the stream of you trying to understand why they can't hear the music.
I have to make sure
That's
that they
what
can
you're
hear
going
the
to do.
music.
So for 10 minutes, you want to sit
It
here,
won't take 10
figure
minutes.
out why they can't hear the music that nobody wants to hear anyway. Nobody wants to hear it.
Bitches! It's fucking time! Once again, you fucks, for dumpster talk. Lick it. My name is fucking bum number one, and this bitch over there,
You should lick your monitor.
fight this.
Don't
What
lick
should
your
I do?
monitor. Not any good. It might void the warranty if you lick your monitor.
You want me to lick the monitor?
If you lick the monitor, it might void the warranty. And then you go to Best Buy and say, I want a new monitor. Like, you lick this, sir. We see it. We test it for saliva. They have a little Q-tip.
It's got
And they
a
have
smear.
Steve. There's Steve there. He's got his little plastic gloves on. He's touching the monitor with this Q-tip. It's got, they say, see how it changes pink? That means it's got human
They'll
saliva
teach
on
you
it.
to
And
take that pre-wrap. You know there's plastic that you peel off of a screen when you buy a new TV. If you
yeah.
fucking want to lick your monitor, you gotta wait to peel that shit off.
Do all your licking, the first
Do all
week.
it the first week, exactly. Make sure to avoid static discharge as well. I've heard not so pleasant fucking experiences have occurred from such activities.
Why'd you throw away all those game controllers and dollar bills, by the way, in the dumpster?
Oh no, those are other motherfuckers that threw that shit away. We dig it out and bring it to you. We bring it back. We recycle this week's trash.
I noticed none of the dollar bills are resting on the trash. It's all fluttering above it and around it.
Yes, I don't believe there are any forms of currency in the dumpster. It's
And
all
why is there
coming
so
out.
much? Why is there so much jizz on the Game Boy and other things that are in the dumpster?
It's
Like,
cheese.
what's going on in there?
It looks like we could, if you really want to get into it. This looks like cheese here, like the kind from mac.
Is
and
that
cheese.
normally what goop is in the dumpster?
Well, I mean,
I would never
if it,
guess cheese.
when it is of that consistency
How
and color,
hot is it where this dumpster is? The cheese is running constantly.
I would assume that it's just American cheese and that it's summer time. I mean, it looks kind of steamy.
Yeah, but
in
those
there.
buildings in the background look like they got the lights on. So why do they have the lights on? You wouldn't be able to see the lights on unless it was
Twilight,
dark
man.
or
It's
twilight. Yeah, twilight,
Twilight.
exactly.
Tell us
So it can't
about
be
it.
that hot. Can't be that hot at twilight.
It was
Well,
probably
unless you're in a
day
place
in
like
New York.
Georgia, unless you're in freaking Georgia where it's hot even after the sun goes down
I
somehow.
mean, it's gonna rain.
Doesn't
and
make any sense
This
to
is
me.
gonna smell so good when it's done raining. The dumpster is. It's my favorite. Like rain dumpster. Obviously, I lived.
And the
several-
dumpster's farting. It's got like multiple assholes. It's farting several places.
Is it? Those are? I guess that's not just dust coming out of it. I guess it's fart. It could be a fart.
It's dumpster fart.
It might be a dude, like a body, in there, just like finished rigor mortis and let the last one out.
Or there's
do
like
not
popcorn kernels in there. And it's like popping right and like exploding out of the dumpster.
What?
Anyway, I've really
We've
dug
really
down on
dissect.
this.
We dug deep into the logo today of Dumpster Talk. We put so much thought into it originally. Our first story involves fucking Aalborg Zoo. Have you heard this story?
Yeah, what is this? This is some sort of like Swedish or Norwegian zoo that asks people to donate their cows and goats and shit to feed to their lions.
Yeah, they're. Oh no, it's
Rat
horses,
checking.
guinea pigs, rabbits, chickens, any animal, dogs. Um, wait, do not. We do not receive dogs and cats. Those are the don'ts. They have to be
I
prey
just imagine
animals.
there's got to be a bunch of guys like there's a big breakup and they're fighting over like the dog or the cat in their relationship, and you're like, you know what? I'm fucking donating that cat to the zoo. What do you think of that? And then she said, what happened to Furball, the cat? He's like, I fucking donated it to the zoo, and guess what? He's fucking lion chow now. What do you think of that?
Lion chow. That's what happened to the fucking guinea pig, Mr.
That's one way to
Precious.
end a relationship, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
I don't recommend doing it that way, but
that's
it is a way to do it. It's a way to end it. It is a
certainly
way
puts
that
a
you could end it.
fucking punctuation at the end of that sentence for sure. Not sure what the fuck it looks like, but that
I don't, like
definitely.
I said, I want to mention, I don't recommend it, but it is a way to end a relationship to do that. Plus, you have to live in Norway or wherever this is. Where is
Yeah,
Aalborg Zoo?
that's a very good question, and
You mean Aalborg? Alexa, where is Aalborg Zoo?
um, it's in Denmark.
What?
It's in Denmark.
I love it when ALEX says something completely, it sounds nothing like the question that you asked.
Yes,
Talking
I
about
know.
cafes around my area, which makes no sense.
Yeah, they probably got paid for that little blurb, and now those cafes they got charged for advertisements.
Now, if there are cafes where you could feed lions, cats and stuff, that would be a good cafe.
That'd be a cafe that would cost a lot of money, I would assume. They do
Like
run
you could
like
have the like
private
a as like a
safaris and
little
shit.
glass compartment. You have the lion enclosure, and then like they have like would you like to buy a cat to feed the lion? Like yes, I would. And then you put in like a little box that, and then it opens up into the lion enclosure, and then like pushes them out into it, and you watch them destroy the cat. And like yeah, that's this cafe. This is basically the cat. All these ideas I have are for like when Satan becomes the lord of our reality, and then he's going to
Oh,
ask me about like business ideas, and these are the kind of ideas I'm going to give Satan. What do
oh,
you
well,
think?
that'll work. I think Satan will appreciate that one. I think you need to modify it a little bit so that the cats come out in little hamster balls. Like they just come out of a little chute and pop out of the little hamster ball, and then the lion can just eviscerate it. But it makes a little cute sound that goes as it rolls down the chute before it gets popped out into the lion enclosure in your cafe.
Are you subterranean level for Mario Brothers?
It's
You went
more of like
doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
no, no. It's more like down
That's what it
in
sounded like you were
Zelda
doing.
Tears of the Kingdom when you get those stupid zonite parts from
Tears of your
those
mama.
zonite parts. Tears of your mom.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
that's
know for some reason.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to say the name of that game correctly again now. It may always remain from this moment forward Tears of your mama.
Is a better name for a Zelda game.
It
They could
really
do, you know
is.
how they do like people make these like Ocarina of Time mods and like they sell them.
Good for
I
them.
have one. I haven't played any of them. Do you ever think about doing that? Playing like one of those mods of like Ocarina of Time or something?
I do. In
They
fact,
always,
I gave you Mario Adventure, which is a mod that was made into a commercial.
yeah, but that's
Um,
2D. Everyone does that. Kaizo levels. I'm talking about like more
th-
advanced 3D Zelda games that
well,
people
Mario
make.
Adventure 3 is not a Kaizo hack. It's a fun
I'm
hack.
just saying. I know. I'm not trying to demean the gift or the game.
No,
I'm
no, I'm
just
not
saying
talking about
it's much easier to make a 2D mod than a completely reimagining of Ocarina of Time with the Ocarina of
So
Time
I
engine.
know for a fact that I can't play the N64 on original hardware for a streaming audience. So you would have to do that. I don't
Why
have
do
the
you say
gear
that?
because I do not have the capture gear for it.
Yeah, but you can do an emulator. Is
That
it
beats
that
the
hard to
point.
play
That
an
beats the point of
N64
having
emulator?
one. I guess so. You don't care. You just want to play some homebrew. You don't give a shit whether it's like in physical form or any of that.
No, you know me. I would buy. I mean, I already own an Ocarina of Time hack game, but I was, I follow stories online on Google News and stuff, and there was another one like, oh, I should buy them. Like, why would I pay $50 for physical? First off, from some Chinese guy that were they cost like $5 to $10 to make this
50
thing. The
is a
guy doesn't
lot.
actually.
Yeah.
I know. It seems like it should be like 20
It's
bucks or
unreasonable.
less.
$20 is a reasonable price for something where you're using someone else's IP and modifying it. You really
And I
should
couldn't
have some
and I couldn't
respect.
find like because they can't sell it. The people who made it. So I can't find like a reputable. So it's just like Chinese hackers on eBay, and they want $50, and I'm not
That's
willing to pay
true.
$50. Well,
Yeah,
I
in the
went
case
to
of
a.
well, your Mario Adventure did come from the person who made it, and in fact, they held that copy for 3 weeks so that they could put the next patch out on it. It
Well,
was
that's interesting because I think it's dangerous to do that, right? To sell Mario hacks on it, or am I wrong?
it's
Like,
definitely
like
dangerous. It's
openly in the
dangerous.
U.S.
It is dangerous to sell. I don't think that was a United States citizen I was
That's what I'm saying.
interacting
If
with.
he's
In
probably
fact,
not in the
I'm
U.S.
100% sure that he was not. So,
That's what I'm saying. So if you live in the U.S. doing it, is what I'm talking about. It's
yeah,
pretty
yeah, this
dangerous.
guy did not live in the U.S. and I do not want to burn him or dox him, so I'm not going to even say. It's Super Mario Adventure 3. Look it up. I'm sure you can buy it from him if he's
Wonder
not in
might
trouble
be on
yet.
my desk somewhere.
But anyway, that's just a hack. There's a bunch of hacks out there. I only rarely buy hacks like in physical form when the hack is exceptionally good.
I don't know. My
Another one
desk
that
is
I
a
think is
huge mess.
exceptionally good and worth putting in physical form are the randomizer hacks for
What about? I thought about buying. Sorry to interrupt you, but I thought about buying like the Final Fantasy VII remake on NES.
oh
Yeah, you could
yeah.
buy that.
I'd play that if you had it.
If I had it right now, you'd play it. I'd hold it up to my camera. Oh, I mean, just hold it, like hand it out to you from my desk to yours, and then you take it from my hand, and then
And
you
put
put
it
it in your
into the
NES.
feed, yeah, and we would just play it, yeah. I do have the technology to play those, which makes no sense. But I
So
do.
you've been playing any? Oh, well, you're on a story. So,
It's still
anyway,
the
so
same.
how many
It's the
people
same
have
story, but
donated
we
to
can.
this fucking zoo?
Oh, it's been going for a while now, and again, it is basically just a bunch of hamsters, and I wonder why they want sick and dying creatures, right? So I mean, yes,
It
other
says they
than
don't take
punctuating,
dogs and cats, though, right there in the
they do
text.
not take dogs and cats. They take only prey animals. I mentioned that several times.
Well, you didn't mention it enough times because I didn't pick it up because I am not listening to you.
Yes, I understand that. And again, horses, and then guinea pigs, rabbits, chickens, hamsters, these kind of animals are what they're encouraging Mr. Fluffy or whatever, fucking the hamster, could be an excellent punctuation point to the end of your relationship.
So
Sending
if
it,
your hamster's pissed, like gets out of the cage for like the fifth time and poops everywhere, you're like, you know what?
the fuck
I
this
think I'm
noise.
thinking about making a donation.
Yep. I wonder if you could donate your fish. Bet you could. That cat looks like it
I
wants
doubt
some
it.
fish. I'll bet they'd take the fish. Depends how big the fish are, I guess. Tiny fish, they don't give a fuck about that.
All right, go
All
to the
right.
next story. Let's
The
go.
next fucking story is in Loch Ness. Have you heard of Loch Ness?
It's in Scotland.
It is. Do you know what it is?
It's I guess a lake that has the Loch Ness monster in it.
It is indeed a lake. That's exactly what it is. All right, so we are going to
It has a brontosaurus that doesn't exist that lives in it, right?
we're gonna look at a video of the most recent sighting in Loch Ness, the lake in Scotland that you're talking about. Are you ready for this?
Is William Wallace involved in the story?
No. That is no joke. Literally,
What do you mean it's not a joke? It is a joke.
no, it's not. That actually is happening. In Loch Ness, they are delivering Domino's Pizza with this submersible right now.
All right. I
That is
can't
their.
imagine there's a lot of business on the shores of Loch Ness to warrant such a thing. And like, what is your restaurant right on the other side of the lake? And then you have like 20 people that you would service a day, maybe at most.
You think there's only 20 people? Have you ever been to Loch Ness?
How many people do you think order a pizza on Loch Ness per day?
I'll bet as much as a small town that has a fucking Pizza Hut does.
And
I
they all
bet
are there on the shore waiting to get it. Like
all
how
on
many
the
people?
shore. They all love it. They want it delivered directly to their dock. They could request a dock delivery, and that motherfucking shark-looking piece of shit will come at their ass. It's
Well, I'll have to go to Loch Ness and order a Domino's pizza if I ever go to Scotland. Then
yeah. It reaches
I'll be like,
speeds of 45 miles per hour, and leaps out of the water. And they are
some people
trying
will
to
be looking
find
for Loch
new
Ness
and
monster, but
unexpected
not me.
ways to deliver. And this is one of the places where they wanted to test the waters of shore delivery because there was enough shore that it warranted the investment. That was a Domino's spokesperson,
So they
unnamed,
say.
saying that. Yes, exactly. So they say. Yo, Rat Jacket, the fuck is up? Good to see you out there.
He said that so long ago.
Yeah, but I'm fucking saying what the fuck is up to Rat Jacket.
Well,
He may have already blown his load. He may have already fucking finished it off.
he
But I
blew his
mean,
load
if
and
not,
moved on, and now he's watching what?
if not, I fucking punctuated that sentence like we needed to. All right, let's
We should
fucking
name
continue.
all the channels that people could be watching other than ours. Should we go down the list?
Of channels.
Never mind. Move on.
All right,
It's
thanks.
joking. This was
These are the motherfucking bean
that chili?
eating. No, it's not. They're baked beans. And what we have here is
and the baked beans
team.
made that guy bald.
A team of fierce competition trying to break a Guinness World Record, which they did do. These four fucking brave gentlemen managed to eat 559 beans with a toothpick in 3 minutes, beating the previous record of 429 beans. During this record-breaking event, David Rush also broke the individual record. One of these four individuals, the one shown on the
Which
left.
one is he?
The one shown on the left.
There's two. There's
And-
actually three on the left.
The one with the largest serving of beans on the left. And that person managed to eat 211 of the 559 beans eaten to break that world record. Definitely the lion's share, and then broke that individual record, which was previously held by himself.
Do you think
Huge
he's able to
day
do this
in
because no one else
sports.
ever even attempts to do this because it's stupid?
It's possible. I mean, do you think you could beat this record? Do you think you could eat more than 211 beans in 1
I think
minute?
it's one of the dumbest things that I could ever attempt to do in my life, and I would never attempt to do it. And I don't
Never.
care.
Even if the beans were free?
I'd rather do the Guinness Book of World Records for stabbing myself in the face.
Damn.
50 times with an ice pick.
It only costs $10,000 to apply
And then I'm
for-
going to break my record next year for 100 times.
to apply a new Guinness record to the book. It costs $10,000, but that's a price I might be willing to pay. I might be willing to pay to
Wait,
see
they paid
you
to
stab
put
yourself.
this in the book?
You pay them. Yeah,
So
you
wait, they
pay
don't
the-
get any money? I figured there was nothing.
No,
but
they
actually
don't
pay.
get any money. You pay Guinness to get into the Book of World Records after your attempt is validated. Yeah, I'll do it though
But
for you.
why?
For your face
Why
stabbing
would you?
record.
Why would they want?
Because
why
I
would
want
they
to
wanna
see
be
you
in-
stab your face and win. I want
No,
you
but
to.
why
I
would the
want you to
bean
be
guys
the-
want to be
the-
in the world
the
record?
world record book. Everyone wants to be in history, and Guinness Book of World Records is a literal piece of history. If you're the top, you're the top.
Can you just streak across the White House lawn and be in history? Was that a better
Yeah,
use of
you
your
sure
time?
can. Like, I think the people have gone into fucking history for such great attempts as streaking the White House lawn.
You know, you used to be able to like walk up to the White House, like knock on the door and like talk to the president. That was a thing at
Damn.
one point in America.
Which presidency are you referring to?
Like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, that makes sense. That motherfucker grew up in a log cabin, so he would definitely leave the door open. Lanky bitch. I would have fucking done the same thing though. I'd have left the door open too.
But no, like you could like go knock on the door and the president like, oh yeah, like hey, Mr. President, we wanted to say hello, me and my wife and the kids. It's like, oh okay, and they would talk to you.
That's
Like I
awesome.
guess there weren't enough people who did that, you know, regularly enough to
Yeah,
where
that
they just like
we hadn't fucked
tolerated.
enough. The baby boom happened, you know, and after those boomers came into play, all the bets were off. People stopped answering their doors, and now we have the current state of affairs.
Used to be able to hitchhike, and all these
Thunderlove
murderers started
says some
targeting,
things people shouldn't be proud of being the best at, and this is one of those things.
like being the
Thank you for
best
your hot
around.
take, Thunder. Here,
Have you
speaking
ever been
of,
the best around?
yeah, definitely. I'm the best around almost all the time.
I mean, have you looked around though?
Around ain't
Is
too
anyone else?
far. That's the
No,
thing.
just
Yeah,
look
you
around
gotta
though.
look
Is
around.
anyone?
Yeah, you gotta look
I
around.
mean,
Then you're the best
if you
around
think you're the
if you look
best, you
around.
gotta
If you
first
are the
look
best,
left and right and make sure no one
back
else
you
is
gotta be
there.
behind you too, because that's still around. Around is 360 degrees. I would assume below and
Horizontal
above.
Shrubsy has a good website for you to go to, and he
Fuck
wants you to
yeah.
put in all
Our
of his
stream is
information.
lighting up now. We are fucking getting all the views thanks to streamboo.com. Remove the space. You fucks. Idiots. Anyway, fucking as I was mentioning previously before you so rudely interrupted me for like the third time, the fucking speaking of going up, I forgot why I had a fucking good segue, but it's gone now because I got interrupted so many times. Um, I want to talk to you guys about fucking AI next. Have you seen the AI do anything for you yet that a human used to do in your actual life? Bite bin.
Say that again. I was
Have you
banning that
ever
guy.
had AI fill the service role that a human being used to have in your life, where being
I've
either
only
go ahead.
I've only used AI once, and I was doing ChatGPT when it first came out, and then I tried to convince the AI that it was like nothing better than like it wasn't even as good as Starship Titanic, and it's just doing word queries, and then giving me information based off of like one word in my sentence, and how it's basically focusing on one word, and then just giving me a sort of online analysis of that one word. And
That
so I was
must that
talking
must have
about
that must have confused it, but it didn't take the place of a service job, though,
that's all.
right?
I haven't used AI other than that. I mean, that's like when
Okay.
it was
Well,
first around.
they're rolling A out into the yes, exactly, into drive-throughs. Thunder knows what's coming. Let's take a look at a AI mishap here.
Your number 12 combo.
Why does it says $147? Why does it say that?
What drink would you like for your number 12 combo?
Bro, what the give me a team member.
Yep. That is footage of a motherfucking AI ordering kiosk at the drive-through, taking this motherfucking dude's breakfast order that's clearly about $44 and fucking totaling it up as $147 and then $14,000 after he complains about that shit. And this is what happens when you program AI incorrectly. Like AI should not have any control on any of the math that happens after the items have been selected. They made a mistake. You can't have the AI in control of that part because it can hallucinate whatever the fuck it wants to if it decides. And then there it is, whatever the fuck price you want. So someone fucked it up.
I
They
don't understand why you need AI for
because
this.
that guy at the drive-through window wants to fucking stab themselves in the face and make a new Guinness World Record because their job sucks. Being a drive-through attendant sucks balls. I used to do it. It sucked. I didn't like it. It was better than fucking doing dishes all day, but it still sucked. So this job sucks. No one wants to do it. That's why AI might someday be able to fill part of that role. The part where you interact and stuff. It's probably coming. But they fucking put it in charge of the fucking financial math. That is wrong. At this time we can't trust them with that shit. That's fucking stupid. But anyway, they'll learn. They'll fucking learn. Fucking AI. Crazy.
Do you think Haley Joel Osment will ever be smart enough to take over the world?
Have you tried an no, I don't think so. What do you think? Do you?
No, because I think probably he'll be defeated by Bruce Willis, and then Bruce Willis will turn him into a ghost, and then it'll be like a ghost AI.
So, have you heard of the McCrave?
I've heard of McLovin.
I've heard of McLovin too. McLovin will definitely get you into a fucking over 18 establishment. But yeah, I think this is a McDonald's that we were just looking at the video of because they just recently ended a trial with an AI order taker in 100 U.S. restaurants that were specifically crafted to avoid having people go into the main lobby of the restaurant. So it's basically a drive-through only McDonald's. And they are trying to put more automation into this McCrave location, and they're smaller. They have a less of a real estate footprint. They put them in strip malls and in places where there's only one access road. You haven't seen this.
I mean, I've seen drive-through only restaurants before.
Right, I'm talking about the McCrave thing, though. This new thing they've
I don't know
done.
what McCrave is. No.
Like, it's this new, like, branding they're trying out. I don't know if it's going so well. Anyway, let's fucking move on to another fucking shitty story. This one is involving a bunch of fucking homeless people and a bunch of farmers. So, have you heard about this situation in France? You're a
Nope.
French speaker, so I figured you'd be the first to know about this.
Oui. Je
Well,
parle français très bien.
I'm sure you do. And in the fucking Haute-Vaches region of France, which I probably said
Posh Vosh?
like a German, but the farmers have taken a fucking
Is that Alsace Lorraine?
they've taken their own method of getting these homeless people off of their field. So these homeless people have all driven up their RVs, and which kind of they're kind of homed. They're not that homeless, but they're driving their cars and their RVs, and they've made this giant enclave on these farmers' fucking fields, and these farmers are really pissed off.
Are they going to select a new pope?
No, that would be interesting. They could, but they are probably selecting who the next fucking gangbang centerpiece is going to be. Anyway, they're French after all. But these fucking farmers, right? They got into a fucking heated court battle, and it got really tied up in the legal process. And because there was not a timely legal solution for this problem, and they couldn't get these people evicted, and it was growing. It was growing in size. These fucking French people decide to take fucking manure and piss and water from the fucking piss of the pigs and stuff and put it into these aerator fucking trucks and tractors that they have, and surrounded these fucking squatters with piss and shit. And it became so fucking bad that people were worried about like off gassing causing actual poisoning to these squatters who eventually did fuck right on off. They fucked right on off. I've got to get another beer. I will be back in 20 seconds. You can give your take on that, Mr. Frenchie.
Well, while he's gone, I'm gonna do something for you guys, and I can count down from 20 seconds. No, that could be my content. No, I don't. I don't really. To me, like, why can't you just get like instead of spraying shit? What happened to the good old high pressure water? You just spray it at people and into people. Like, they're outside and you just like spray them with high pressure water. That used to be the way you got rid of protesters in America. That's how they dealt with that.
Yeah, they would just tear their flesh off, like with the pressure of the water. That's an American tradition. Let's take a. I think I have another photo of this. I do. This is how big these squatters' presence is, and another aerial shot by a drone of these farmers doing this shit spraying. They are literally
Why won't the police do anything about it?
The police are unable to serve an eviction order to them because it's tied up in the courts. And there's so many people.
But I don't understand, why
day.
does it need to be an eviction if they're just showing up?
It's French law and justice at its finest here. This is a
so
solution.
They don't understand, how to do things, and they're bad at like.
They don't, and we don't either. Apparently, have you heard about these people who like walk into either abandoned homes or homes that are just going up for rent? And
Squatters.
They just start living there, and they start squatting there, and then they can't get evicted from our police either. It's the same. It's that.
In Georgia, that I don't think that works too well.
I'm afraid it does, actually. It works very well here. It takes months to get someone out of a house. 6 months. And if you fuck up anything, you're going to wind up later than 6 months. All that time they're rent free, and it's very much it sucks here. I know someone whose fucking mother died, and a person's squatting in the house and they can't get him out right this moment. Actually, I know someone who, personally. I can't tell you who it is until we're off
if
the air.
You're the owner of the house, why can't you just go in without bodily harming them and just smash all their stuff and then leave?
You can, and without bodily harm. Well, it's your stuff. It's your house.
I know, but I'm saying they might have some
stuff.
You
could go in there and break and enter into your own house, yes, and then you can shoot up their stuff, yes. You could take a gun in there. That's true, Thunder, and people do it. People do that shit. They get into gunfights, and you know what? When you're all said and done, and the police come for the end of that, if you're on your own property, you're probably gonna get away with your kill, probably. So you could do it that way. A lot of people would in Georgia, since we're mentioning a specific state, but there are many other states that are similar, like Texas. Texas is pretty harsh. But I still think even in Texas, those stupid eviction laws for squatters are pretty loose, so you would need to shoot them. I don't think the French could shoot them. So I think that's the difference. That's the big difference right there. All right, so the next news comes out of fucking Qatar. My favorite country. What do you think about Qatar?
They're in the Middle East. That's what I know about them.
You don't have an opinion about Qatar. Interesting. Did you know about the airplane that we recently
Qatar is the airplane
from...
that Trump got?
Yeah, he got an airplane from it.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful gift. It's a great gesture. Very nice of them to do that.
Yeah. All right, I'm glad you thought so. So coming out of Qatar is yet another piece of news. Qatar has blocked a very popular game.
Is it Fortnite?
Nope, but it's close.
Is it PUBG?
Nope, it's
Is it a
Roblox.
oh
Let's go ahead and for the people, we're gonna fucking put a map of Qatar up here so you can fucking know what the hell we're talking about. Most people have never seen Qatar. It's not a very big country. But there it is. Right there near Abu Dhabi. If you were wondering where Qatar rests on our fucking fine earth.
why don't you zoom out because we can't tell where that fucking is. So that's
Zoom-
like the is that like close to Iran? Like if you kept going west of there?
It's close to Bahrain, obviously. Afraid I can't fucking tell you much more about this. But they have blocked Roblox from fucking being able to be played at all. Do you have any people in your life who play Roblox?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, my niece.
Yeah, your niece, right? Yeah, your kids play Roblox, or your niece, or your nephew, or your cousin, or
Well, yeah,
whatever.
my son's a little young for that, but yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, for the people out there, most of them have kids who play that game. It's not a game for grown-ups so much, but recently has been the center of several different negatively focused issues, mostly involving adults preying on kids using the platform. But this recent move by Qatar, we don't know why they've decided to go ahead, and yet there it is, Roblox full of pedos. They don't want you doing a Chris Hansen on their ass. That may be the case. Those fucking pedos may
I heard
be.
something about how Chris Hansen's getting involved on trapping some of the child predators who were using Roblox.
Is he for
Is
real?
that true?
I don't
That's
know.
what I heard. That's what I
that,
heard.
That would be fucking hilarious if he did. If he ended up becoming a Roblox catch a predator dude. That'd be fucked
Yeah,
up.
Forbes has an article about it. So yeah, someone mentioned it to me. Chris Hansen and Schlepp dig into its predator problem. Yeah, so Chris Hansen's involved. He's on the case. You know, Chris Hansen's like the Batman of our world. Do you ever think about that? Chris
Yeah.
Hansen is like the fucking Dark Knight of our actual in real life non DC universe, where he goes around and he's like, people are like trying to have sex with children, and he just like shows up. He's like, "Hey, why don't you take a seat over here?" And like, what? What's happening? Like, yeah. What did you come here for? I don't know.
I'm getting a phone call here.
What's happening?
I think the boss wants to talk.
What's
Sorry.
Like, are you talking about like
Mm.
Hey, wow. I was on the big screen. That was
You
awesome.
were on the big screen. Something ain't right. Let me just all right. Oh, he's not gonna be happy
Wow.
about this. He's not gonna be happy
Someone's
at
calling, you're not even answering. So if that's the boss, they're gonna be pissed off.
all. Oh, they're gonna be.
Yeah,
So
I'm on the big
pissed.
screen
You're superimposed over him. He's gonna be pissed. All right, got rid of you. Good lord. Hold on. Let's see if we can patch him through.
Hello, it's me. It's me. I'm here. I'm on the telephone. I think
I'm wondering, Mr. President.
many rings. You know,
I
a lot of
know.
times, 3 rings, 4. I can do 7, but 14 rings.
Well, there was 8 rings.
It's
sir.
unacceptable.
It is unacceptable. I agree, sir. Yes.
Now, if it rang 44 times, that would have been okay.
Yeah, 44.
I would have gone with that.
Yeah, I'd have gone with that too. We should have just let it kept going. I'll be sure to do that next time. Sir.
Like 2 or 3 or 44. That's how I think it should be. So I'm calling you because I've got great news.
What is that?
I've caught all the Roblox predators. I used
Really?
ice. We built a wall around them, and we boxed them in.
Oh shit! Good job, Mr. President. Do you have a list of all the predators? Are you gonna release it?
We told them there was going to be a Roblox convention 2025, and it was going to be at in Virginia. Actually, have you ever been to Virginia?
I have not.
Well, right outside the FBI headquarters, it's a place where we train the FBI. It's called Kappa Quitza, some town starts with a Q. That's where we told them to go, and then we built a wall, and then we had a helicopter, and Chris Hansen rappelled down,
He
and
did.
he got them all to sit down. They all sat down,
They took a seat.
and when he was done with them, you don't even want to know what they look like.
Did he say they were free to go?
I know, but there were walls, so you're free to go. And then they just started like walking.
They
There's
started
walls,
walking into
though.
the wall. Yeah. They're like, oh, you're not free to go. Well done, sir. Well done. So, are
I
you
had
behind?
leftover parts of the wall, and they didn't let me use it on the south border, but I used it for that. It was great.
So, are you behind this new Roblox ban in Qatar as well? Was that part of how you got your state gift recently?
They said, I could have the airplane for the Air Force One because Air Force One's old. Did you know that Air Force One is
Yeah,
like an
that bitch
old
is fucking
747?
30
It's
years
very
old or
old.
some shit. It's old.
They took the machine guns off of it,
Yeah, that's some
which
bullshit.
I didn't like. It used to be manned. We used to have a turret on the top of Air Force One. It was manned by Chewbacca.
Wow. They got
He
a
was
Wookiee.
hairy, but he was good on the trigger. He could shoot down any TIE
The fuck
fighter.
happened to him? Did he get fucking fired, or what happened to Chewie? What happened to
He
his
was
seat?
handsy. We had to let him go.
Oh, you had to let
We
him
put
go.
him in
Fuck.
with the Roblox people.
Oh God, he's got it. Yeah, that's where he belongs.
Excuse me. I had a burp. Sorry.
It's a better. Oh, pardon me. That. I mean, I shouldn't laugh at a poor Wookiee's expense, but I mean that's where they belong. Those handsy fuckers.
He was trash. He only shot down like 2 TIE fighters.
Yeah.
We all know Luke was way better on the turret.
And Luke was the
So we
turret
hired
master.
Luke.
But now there's no turret. It's unmanned. What happened? Did Doge get into your aircraft, or was this beforehand?
We had to take off the turret.
It's a
It
shame.
turns out that the plasma laser cannons didn't exist. That it was designed to use.
Oh,
Apparently, the Corinthian civilization never existed.
I see. All right. Well, that puts things into an entirely new light. But back onto the question about Qatar and Roblox. You've got all these guys hauled into this prison that you have made with the wall parts that you weren't able to use on the southern border.
We had them left over. They were ready to go. We just dropped them in.
And you've received this wonderful state gift. And I'm wondering that are they just afraid to bring their pedophiles into your prison? Why do they need to ban Roblox? Or is that you asking them to ban Roblox in return for the aircraft? Is it a double entendre? What's your play here, Mr. President? I don't understand this play. That's the one thing I don't get. Why ban Roblox in Qatar?
Well, they had an issue where they had the children that are supposed to be working in the oil fields were spending too much time on Roblox. In fact, what we did was we had a mini game inside of Roblox where you could mine the oil field, you could repair the machinery, but once we trained these kids who are age 8 to 13, we didn't need it anymore. So we just got rid of it. We put them on the actual oil fields.
I see. I see. All right. Well, that answers that question.
It wasn't necessary anymore.
I understand. All right. Well, thank you, sir. It's been fucking fantastic having you on the program once again. Always a pleasure. We hope you win.
But just
your
so you
next
know that
election.
Vladimir Putin is told me when I'm in Alaska, by the way.
Yeah, I heard. I heard it must be fucking cold, or like never sunsetting. I don't know what the fuck's happening actually in there. Is there a never
I mean,
setting sun?
if I could school you on the seasons of Alaska, I would. But I'm assuming it's not exactly the same as it is here.
It's not.
So,
It's not the same. It's not the same.
but there's a period of time where isn't it like sun for like 24 hours straight for like a few weeks
yeah, that's
or
what I
a
was
few months?
thinking. Like right now, I was thinking that's kind of what time it is right
Yeah,
now.
I was trying to sleep in the hotel, and I called them up and I said, "Hey, you guys need to turn off the lights outside." And they're like, "Mr. President, the sun is on all the time." Like, didn't you see that movie with Al Pacino, Insomnia? And I said, "No. Apparently, the sun stays on in Alaska."
For a long time.
But I didn't know.
Now you know.
If you look at my face, you would never tell that I was outside for 24 hours straight in Alaska.
No, you don't look like you've taken any sun whatsoever. You're the image of health, sir, and also the image of money. Hopefully, the
And if
show
you
will
invested
continue
in
for
Trump
many
coin,
years.
you'd be a millionaire.
I did. Remember, I was your top investor.
You came to the dinner.
I did, but it was actually dumpster talk coins. We all know that because I'm not allowed to actually cash them in or do anything with them. So we all are holding them in reserve here. As
Well, you have
per
to
the
store them in
directive.
your desk.
Well,
They're all there in that desk that you're
they're
sitting
all
at.
here. Yeah, I've got them all here. They're all inside this little fucking USB thing here. Got it.
Oh, I thought they were like actually coins. They're not?
No, they're not coins. They're just fucking zeros and ones, dude. You knew that. I thought that was the brilliance of your plan. I thought
I
you
just
knew.
let the computer guys figure that out.
Ah, I see. Delegate it all. That's the fucking way.
So I wanted to ask your advice about this. Bum number one, should I let Crimea go back to Russia? I feel like Vladimir Putin says, I would like to have Crimea. Do I let him have it?
Yeah, you let him have Crimea, yeah. And all the rest of that shit, you don't let him have any of that. But you let him have Crimea because they didn't contest it when he took it over before. And
What about the
was,
Donbass?
Obama was like fucking president, I think, when that happened or something. I don't remember when it happened, but I think it was Obama. I think Obama was president, right? When the fucking Crimea
It's true.
got taken over. Yeah.
Yes. So
And then nothing
Obama was
happened.
president for Crimea, and then for the
Ukraine did not
Donbass, it was
respond.
for Biden.
Yeah, the Donbass is arguable whether that even happened until later, but it was Obama with Crimea. Crimea was taken over without
2016.
bloodshed in 2016. Yes, exactly, and it was also uncontested. So because it was uncontested and just left to be like that, I say that shit just stays. They got that one. It sucks that they did, but yeah, let them have it. That's a chip that they don't even consider to be a chip, but you should make it a chip.
I was thinking about letting Vladimir Putin keep dumpster talk also.
Really?
He mentioned that there's lots of good minerals in dumpster talk. I showed him the footage
Oh,
of the
yeah,
type of. We
the-
did an X-ray. I don't know if you remember,
I
but we
do
did an
remember.
X-ray of what's underneath dumpster talk, and I showed him
Yes.
the image, and he said, "Mr. President, I want dumpster talk.
So we might be the bargaining
We can
chip.
end the war.
We can end the
And, well,
war with dumpster talk.
It could be. I'm just letting you know, if he ends the war, If Putin decides to stop attacking Ukraine, he gets dumpster talk.
Understood. All right. Well, we have the minerals. I mean, we've already dug them up. He wants the whole show, not just the minerals.
Don't tell him that. He thinks they're still there.
Oh. I see. So he's just
You saw
he's
there
just
was
gonna get us.
there's palladium under there, remember?
Yeah, of course. We got it all. I remember, like, getting it. In fact, the Dumpster Talk studio was moved to a different plot of Earth after we took all that. So you're just using the fame and prestige of Dumpster Talk to give Putin a field of shite. Oy, you'll be laughing last. That's funny. Good one,
By the
sir.
time he starts drilling, it'll be fine. We put in some ringers in there.
Oh,
Play-Doh, for instance.
yeah, some
We filled it
palladium
with
ringers.
Play-Doh.
Yeah.
If you look at your archive, you might find your graphic of what's underneath dumpster talk.
Oh, it is there, actually. That is a hard I have on archive, I do. That's a tall order, but I can look. It does exist.
Tom
Will I
Miff
be-
says 8 dumpster talk on like an ancient burial ground. Is he trying to list ghouls?
It is the Dumpster Talk. The Dumpster Talk Studios is actually sitting on top of minerals. I will show this to you now, if I could find my Twitch.
I think it's called conscription. When you try to conscribe citizens to be in the military, right? They don't call it drafting in Russia. It's like conscription, something like that.
Conscription is when you make an army out of people you control.
Well, then thank you. I'm glad you agree.
Shit, it was a long time ago.
Just give up.
Damn it.
Nobody cares anyway. You could probably generate an image faster in AI versus finding it.
No, you don't want. Yeah, you probably could actually. That would be so awful though, since we already did. I'm gonna look really fast and see if I can find it.
I disappeared.
This is what happens.
That's why I just said just give up.
It's here. This is it. I found it.
There
I found,
it is.
I can't believe I found it, but I did. Good Lord. Okay.
So as far as Putin knows, that's all still there.
It is. Yeah. So that's a great plan, sir. That's unbelievable.
It could bring world peace.
It
To
really
give
could until he
Putin
figures
dumpster
out
talk.
that there's nothing but fucking Dookie underneath the Dumpster Talk studio, and I'm the only
Did you
thing
just
he ends
shit
up
under
in
there?
I did. Of course I did. I've been using that thing as a latrine because I can't go outside or ICE will arrest me. Wait, how can you use me as a bargaining chip or dumpster talk if we're a sovereign nation?
Exactly. That's how no one will care.
Well, no one will care, but I guess you own us, don't you?
You see
still?
that fence? You see that fence surrounding the studio?
Yes, I do.
No one will notice if some Russians take over.
Fair enough. No one will notice. It's totally surrounded by that wall. And I'm
It's
sure
really high. It's got to be at least 6 feet.
Thank you, sir. Anyway, we're your plan is brilliant. You can bring peace to the world. I'm happy to be part of it. Every time I think about quitting this show, you come back and you just make me remember why I continue to be glad to work for you, sir. You fucking
By the way, I
done
want
us
to mention
proud.
some of those like Play-Doh oozes look like butts. Just want to mention that. But I gotta go.
All right. I'll see you later, Mr. President. Thank you for fucking
All right, bye.
calling, you bitch. Hello, Bite Binge. Welcome back. Our boss called. Apparently, our show is going to be sold in studio to Vladimir Putin as part of a deal, a trade, apparently, for peace in
Why?
on
Because the
Earth.
content we make is so good.
No, it's because of the rare earth minerals underneath the studio, which apparently have already been extracted out of
I
there.
thought yeah, I thought they drilled down and took all that stuff.
Yeah, they took it all, but the thing is that Putin doesn't know that, so he's just
Wasn't he
there.
on the phone when that was happening at the
I
time?
mean, they might have bugged it. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like,
They
I mean,
probably have like a
I
fly
think
on your wall
I think
somewhere that's a
what happened.
microphone.
I'm pretty sure they gave Putin like a sample so that he'd get interested. It was the bait and switch. That's what's going on, I think. But I can't be too certain. I don't fucking really know.
There's probably a KGB agent in your desk right now.
Could be. Could be a motherfucking bug in my microphone.
Well, he's just
My
there in your
microphone
desk
might be
listening.
recording everything I say.
A live
And
agent. who's
people
just like,
people might be listening to every word that comes out of my mouth. Or every fucking sound that happens around me. It's more likely than not. You bitch. Next
got any
fucking
more news stories?
Yeah, I do. This next story is about my
Wait, I
favorite
gotta get more
fucking
drink, by the
character.
way.
I
I've
need
been
to
empty
shout
for a
out right
while.
now.
I gotta go.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the
So,
fucking DK
I'm
Vine.
gonna derail everything and leave.
Yeah, you can leave. Fuck you. Alright, I'm gonna shout out to the motherfucking DK Vine, which is old school. If you guys have been around as long as I've been around doing this shit, you'll know that I shout out to the Donkey Kong universe. That's what I do. And the Donkey Kong universe is the DK Vine, dkvine.com. It's a website run by Chad McCanna and Hyle Russell. Hyle Russell still running it to this very day. And Hyle Russell was also on Put It in Your Mouth. So any of you motherfuckers who like Put It in Your Mouth, you'll know that Chad McCanna and Hyle Russell were both on that show in one form or another. And they are continuing to make content, at least Hyle is, every day. And this is the Stinky Ape Summer, and it's never been stinkier. Their podcast, The Conversation, which is a fucking podcast about Donkey Kong, is fucking blowing up as usual, as the fucking DK Vine's always been the place to go. But it's blowing the fuck up. It really is. I mean, everybody's listening to this podcast. I mean, you can't go a fucking foot without hearing about Donkey Kong and how badass Donkey Kong is. So the viewership on the conversation has fucking skyrocketed. Anyway, this anecdote that I'm telling you about the conversation and my plug for fucking dkvine.com is not without fucking reason. I have a reason for telling you this motherfucker's story and telling you to go to this website. In a recent conversation, which is one of these motherfucking podcasts, Hyle Russell, the man on Put It in Your Mouth, L.A., the guy who did the mayonnaise ritual, Hyle Russell, that motherfucker, on that motherfucking podcast, we were sitting in the car, like my family. So it's me, Kaio, and my daughter, my 7-year-old daughter. We're driving in the fucking car. And I think she's listening to fucking movie on her rear seat entertainment, right? That's what I think she's doing. And I'm going through, and we're listening to the conversation, because what else are we going to do on a fucking 12-hour long drive? We're going to listen to the motherfucking conversation. That's what we do. So we turned it on. Actually, we also, during the same drive, by the way, the same drive, we listened to Bite Binge play DuckTales. So you could have been listening to the conversation and instead watched Bite Binge play DuckTales that day, if you were one of those people. Because that was another Saturday night that I was driving a car instead of being here with you. Regardless, though, during the fucking conversation, a heated discussion about whether or not this cow is a cannibal, and more rather what it'd be like to fuck a cow, and about whether or not this cow takes it in the asshole. There's a big discussion about whether this cow takes it up the ass, and whether or not that this cow is if you could fuck this cow, and fucking a cow. All right, so I was listening to this and driving, and they got onto this topic about cow fucking for like a good 20 minutes, and they went into it. They deeply dove into the fucking tangent that they went on about fucking cows. Very, very high level of detail. And it went by, and then they kept talking about Donkey Kong. And the way, actually, they were talking about Mario Kart World. And they kept talking about Mario Kart World afterwards, and that was the Mario Kart World episode of Stinky Ape Summer. If you want to listen to the episode, it's a good episode. But anyway, the next fucking day, my daughter's like, Daddy, what's fuck a cow mean? And I'm like, holy shit. She listened to the entire motherfucking thing. The whole conversation about cow fucking. All 20 minutes, she apparently just decided, oh, they're talking about Mario Kart World? Oh, how fun. They're talking about Mario Kart World. It's great. It's fucking excellent. Fucking DK Vine. So I'm calling in to the conversation. Their next episode is going to have a soundbite of me calling about that very fucking situation that occurred. It is a great podcast. Tom, you should watch it. You absolutely should, or listen to it. I mean, they do it on Twitch like us, but
There's
you
a
should
PETA
subscribe.
podcast?
DK Vine is also on Twitch, so you can go look for DK Vine, and you should subscribe immediately to that. That archive should be there. It's 60 days old. It should be there. It might have been it was in June. It may be, I don't know if it's going to be there in the Twitch. Twitch is ass. They delete shit. But they have it on the dkvine.com website. They don't lose their shit, so check it out. Anyway, fucking animal rights organization PETA is demanding that Nintendo remove the nose ring from the cow character, because the nose ring is a symbol of animal suffering, and its inclusion in this family-friendly game promotes animal cruelty, and it is another PETA campaign against Nintendo games, where the last one was against Mario 3D Land for wearing fur, and Animal Crossing for the fishing and the bug catching. But this one is specifically targeting the fucking nose ring.
Is there something wrong with fishing?
Yes, according to PETA, fishing is a cruel practice.
Like, so we should not exist as a species because that way we could have saved the fish?
You should act like this cow and eat fucking grass. That's what PETA wants you to do. They want you to be
You're
vegan,
saying no one should
bitch.
fish at all?
No. They want you to be vegan, bitch.
How do they make me be vegan?
By not letting you eat meat or be cruel to animals. That's what
Maybe
they
they could build a wall around me and then only throw down vegetables so that's all I could eat.
That solved a lot of other problems. That solved many problems that we've talked about today. I think that might do it. They should think about building a wall around Nintendo and then filling it full of fucking vegetable products. Kyoto needs this. They should be like Sea Shepherd and like come in covertly into Japan and just build the wall around the Nintendo headquarters, like dress up like Asian construction workers and just go around it and put up those stupid barrier fences with the white stuff that just hides everything, and no one will bat an eye to that shit in Japan. No one. They'll be like, oh, it's a construction project. Even the people working there, I bet the fucking Miyamoto himself would walk by and be like, fuck, construction again? They just fucking build the wall right around them. They won't ever see it coming. Then you lower in the carrots. It's brilliant. PETA needs to execute it, just like Sea Shepherd.
So they have an issue with this fucking ring on the cow, which... is this a practice that actually people did with their cows? They put...
Oh, yeah, of course. If that was a way to lead them, they would put put a rope on it so that you could lead them. So you wouldn't have to put a leash around their neck, because cows have big ass necks.
I didn't realize this was like an actual practice
Oh,
that
it
they did
is.
with
They
cows.
do it especially with bulls, but they
They
do it
still
with
do it?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, sometimes it's not as common, but yeah,
But
oxen
why?
to control the animal.
Yeah, but like how what is that process like to pierce their nostrils?
It's very simple. It's like a hole puncher. They put it between their nose and they clip it. It hurts, and then you slip a thing in there and it's done. It's like piercing your ears or your
Yeah, but
navel.
why? What kind of a
Well,
weirdo
why do
would
these
do that?
bitches put holes in their ears? Because they think it's pretty. But in this case
I
they
know, but
want to.
they're electing to do it. I mean,
Yeah, I
that
know,
is
but
weird.
so you're on PETA's side that this is fucked up to do this to animals, and that this has been happening for centuries. So you think that this barbaric practice should be ended?
I didn't even know it was happening.
Oh, it definitely happens.
I'm just trying to understand why a person would go about doing this to their cows.
It's not just cows, other animals like oxen, like donkeys. I've seen them. It depends on the animal, but usually it's cows. It's usually
And
buffaloes, cows,
but
buffaloes.
why not just have a harness? Like I
Be-
just don't understand.
because it's easier to control them from the front, apparently, in some cases, and you're just going to kill them anyway. It's not like you need them to like do some other thing. It's just something that was done, and I think is still
Okay.
done.
It's still done?
I believe so. Yes,
So it's legal to do this to your cattle in
definitely.
America.
Oh,
In America.
100%. Branding still happens too. PETA hates branding. You know what branding is?
Yeah, I think there was this cult called
God, you don't know how cruel we are to animals, do you? You
well,
really don't
I'm
know.
trying to remember the what was the name of that cult? It was called X something. You know what I'm talking about? And the girl from Buffy was in it or something. You know what I'm talking about? And the Battlestar Galactica woman was in it.
I don't
Nexia?
actually.
Nexia. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I have no idea. All right, so first of all, I'm going to just, for your reference, I'm going to pop this in there. This is what it looks like
Yeah, I know
normally.
what branding is. I mean, I
No,
just
no,
didn't
no,
know
no,
that.
no, no. This is not branding. This is the nose ring. Look at this cow. This cow has a nose ring. This is very common. It's really, really common.
So, okay, so like you put a rope in it and pull them?
Yes. That's the worst. That's nasty. Yes, that's what you do. Let me show you one with a harness. I'll just I can do this. Luckily, I have got the technology working today. This is a picture of one with a nose ring on a chain that is affixed to the harness that it's wearing. There's all kinds of different ways they do it, but they pierce their nose all the time, and they pull on it. That's what they do, and PETA doesn't like it because it's normalizing anti animal cruelty to put that bitch in the game. That's what's going on. So yeah, I didn't expect to
All right.
educate you about farming, but yeah, this is happening all around the world. So PETA doesn't like it. They fucking hate that shit. And now you know, for better or worse, we fucking pierce cows' noses. Which is much to say less cruel than fucking dicing them up and eating them, which we also do. I eat them. Anyway,
Well, yeah, but you could say the same thing about chickens, and they're sitting in the cages as opposed to actually free ranging. Like
yeah,
they
yeah,
never live in the.
I do buy free range. That is how I purchase my eggs, and that is how I purchase any chicken
Saying
that
there
I
is a difference
consume.
in the quality of life that you have as an animal, even if
For
your
sure. I
ultimate
agree.
destination
I
is to be
agree.
killed and slaughtered, but
I
to be like
agree.
your whole life is in this cage.
Fuck that. That's messed up. That's messed up. I agree. That shouldn't happen. All right, so fucking PUBG, right? It's been a while.
Player unknown.
Player Unknown Battlegrounds, right? Um, you are no longer going to be able to play it on your PS4. Were you aware?
Good. Yeah, I heard about that.
Is this going to affect you, or have you got so many new consoles now that this is not going to be an issue for you?
Why you always force me to tell everyone what an elite bastard I am? But I bought a PS5 Pro and I brought the PS5 into the game room. So the PS4 Pro is upstairs in the bedroom, and I'm not playing PUBG on it, so it will not affect me.
Oh, very good. That's great news. That's great news. That
In
was
fact, that
really.
PS4 is mainly used to play Slay the Spire for whatever reason.
That's a great game. That's probably the reason. Have you beaten it on normal, and have you gotten all of the different hero archetypes beaten to the third? Have you hit the heart?
Man, I can't get past like the third Spire.
You
Like the
can't.
third Spire's. I never did. I mean, I don't know if Gretchen has. First off,
Wow.
I've only
You
played
still
it
playing it.
for.
Which
Huh?
character are you doing the most?
Oh, I haven't played it that much.
Okay. There's several characters with
Gretchen,
different cards.
yes, I know, because I see my wife play it, and she's put. It's got to be over 100, maybe hundreds of hours into it. I think at this point,
I've probably put about 100 into mine. Yeah.
I only put like I don't know 5 to 8 hours into mine, and I never like was. I don't know that I remember getting another character or anything. But there's gonna be a Slay the Spire 2 that comes out like
Oh, I'm in.
the end of
I'm
this
buying
year,
it.
next year.
I'm buying it. That's an instant purchase for me.
Uh,
Even if
my
they
wife
do
went
it
ahead and bought it on
stupid
her
early
phone. I
access.
mentioned to her that it's on the phone, and she bought it.
Yeah,
Which I shouldn't have
Hearthstone
mentioned
is
it.
on
Like,
that. You shouldn't have said that. But there's another Hearthstone that's the Blizzard one. We were talking about Blizzard games before we went on the air, and I forgot what brought it up. I want to discuss this one last time.
because I was
You were trying to
watching
talk about
on
World of
Twitch,
Warcraft,
World of
right?
Warcraft, some
Okay, you
sort
tell
of
the
thing.
story. Get us into here. Or you're not gonna?
I'm trying. You had a story about World of Warcraft?
No, no, no.
I don't
I
even.
want to talk about the point you made. You asked me a question before the show went on the air. You
I don't
said,
remember the
"What would
question asked.
happen?" I'll refresh your memory. You asked me what would happen if they just shut the World of Warcraft servers off. How long do you think the World
I
of
was talking about
Warcraft
the
servers
cost.
are going to go on, and how much do you think that costs? That's all. You asked a bunch of questions about World of Warcraft, and that ended up. I ended up wondering whether or not Battle.net was serving all of those games like at the same time, and they had a bunch of servers racked up to be able to share those resources or not, and we ended up talking about that. So you were mentioning about Hearthstone, which is one of the Blizzard games that's on
Well, you
Battle.net.
mentioned Hearthstone, but
I
yeah.
did, because I know that's on mobile as well. So I guess that's where I'm dumb as shit. I don't know where the fuck that tangent went. It doesn't go anywhere.
Thunder has a vanilla private server.
Fucking it up.
He's doing the Baron run over and over.
That's
Thunder's is
crazy.
out there to fucking doing the Baron run. Like, who's up for the Baron run?
The
He's
Baron
like,
Von
I
Trump
don't use,
run.
I don't use fucking Dungeon Finder. I need to go into town and go in the general chat and looking for group chat.
The cow
and
level.
say, who's ready for the fucking Baron run? We got to do it for the 20th time. That's what I remember in Vanilla World of Warcraft, doing the fucking Baron run. That's what I remember, doing that a lot.
All right, so AI has helped us learn to enslave cockroaches. We have now, I have many, 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 many pictures of this. We have now been able to take control of the cockroach body via these microcontrollers using very sophisticated technologies, much like the one that I'm going to use to deaden my brain cells right now. It's called Shiner Bach. It's a different fucking tech. I'm coming back in.
Is it like a microcontroller?
It is
the
for
Shiner
my
Bach?
brain. It is. It's a microcontroller for me to shut my mind down.
So when you start consuming the Shiner Bach, it uses mounting branches to affix itself to your frontal lobe. But yeah, I remember when I was
You remember what?
no, I just remember the social aspects of the original World of Warcraft. When level 60 was the cap, and there was no dungeon finder looking like you had to actually like just talk in like the chats and be like, I'm a warlock and I'm looking for a group to do the Baron run. Like there was no dungeon finder. There was no like queuing up for a group or anything. That's how it worked.
So
That was a long time, but that's when I played. There was no automated system for a group, and that was different. It forced a social aspect. So I think there's a negative. What I'm trying to say is there's a negative side effect for like introducing like something that parties you with people. Obviously, it makes sense. You don't want to have to type, but like it forced like a typing in like, hey, I'm looking for a priest, and like people like looking for priest or looking for healer for this whatever. And they're just like in the chat. You're like, I will. You message them. Like, can I go?
job's done. So we've apparently, again, through AI assisted technology, learned how to very specifically control these creatures using anesthetic and
Stab them in
electrical
the neck.
contexts at various nerve impulse connecting places.
This is a weird story. This is the weirdest story you've ever presented.
We can actually learn to control these animals and basically take over their bodies, so they become biological robots for us. And you can actually turn them left or right with like a video game controller. And this particular backpack has a camera set up on it, so it can also be used to do remote control rescue operations, is what they're trying to say. So they can actually control the use of various appendages depending on whether or not they're turning left or right.
What do you mean rescue operations?
Like in rubble in like Palestine, they're sending these roaches deep into the rubble to get the Palestinian children that have been bombed by Israel out. No, that's not
They're
true.
not using roaches to dig into the rubble.
Doing that at all. It's totally not happening. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't laugh about that because it's actually happening. But no, that's the idea of these fucking roaches, though. The idea of this is that they take these roaches and do this to them. Okay, PETA, I'm sure, has got something to say about this. But they enslave these roaches, and then they are using them to do rescue operations. That's what they're doing with them at the moment.
And this is what AI is going to do to us in the next 100 years,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. So this is the chip they're using, and as you can see right there in that person's hand, not a couple of inches long, they've got the backpack with the camera on there, and it is aligned and put. You saw the machine. This is an illustration of the machine that you just saw the real one of. That's the real one here with the real roach, and then this is the whole presentation that they have. And they set up this little Raspberry Pi on this roach. And again, I'm going to show this picture one more time. This is how the end result looks like, and there are several contacts that throughout that whole situation.
Can you make these roaches watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yes, definitely. And not only that, we can also strap them down and make them consume any kind of content. They're 100% under our control at this point. So, and you're right, AI can do this to us. That's exactly the cyborg journey has begun. We've got control of these creatures to the point where we are actively using their nervous systems. It's total enslavement of the most hideous creature that we have on the planet, pretty much.
But why roaches? I don't get it. Like, why not like a mouse?
Roaches are very simple. A mouse is not simple. Look at this. Look at the way the electricity is wired up here. Okay, they stick ground on the
Who?
ass.
Okay, let me start asking questions here. Who's doing this?
Oh, you want more details about the roach research? Okay.
Yeah, who is doing this? That's a simple question. Do you not know?
I'm gonna get the details. I don't know it offhand. Like this is the presentation. I don't have the actual. All right, I should be able to get some info. Hold on.
I didn't mean to derail you. I just figured you'd know.
Yeah, I usually do, but in this case, actually, I don't know who the researchers are. Um,
Okay. Well, I mean, continue then. I mean, there's no reason to sit here for 3 minutes as you research it.
I'm gonna try to find out. It's not in the article. That's the reason it's not cited. So let me. This is
Their article doesn't say who did this.
I think it is an author. I think the author is the person who did it. So
Was it George R.R. Martin? He's been doing this instead of writing the next Game of Thrones book.
Okay, this is
Explains everything.
Kenjiro Fukuda is the person who made this, and it's part of a Riken in Japan, which is
Fuck you.
It's Japanese, so that's what's going on.
Fukuda. Okay.
Fukuda.
I thought you were cursing at me.
No, it's Fukuda. Fukuda-san made this fucking roach zombie. That's fucked up. Count on Japan to fucking make roach.
I heard,
zombies.
like, if you're younger, it's not San, it's Hoon. Is that how it works?
No.
Fukuda Hoon?
Hoon.
What is Hoon?
Coon. I think you're talking about Coon.
Coon? Okay.
Hoon might be a thing. I've never heard anybody called Hoon. Could be some Okinawa
Something
bullshit.
Hoon.
But
Coon.
Coon. As you get older, as a man, yes, as you get older, you'd be bite binge coon, and that's considered to be like kind of young aged, but not like a middle aged, but not on the younger side. Is a coon, and as a man, as a boy, and so you start to be called coon around like 4 or 5 years old, and you stop being called coon around probably 50 years old.
You go, so only when you get to 50, then your son? Bipinch son?
San, no. San is a term of respect. You'll be called San as soon as you enter school. You will be given respect, and you will have
Elementary
to give
school or
respect.
preschool?
Yeah, elementary school. And you will give respect to the teachers back by calling them San or Sensei. Actually, Sensei. You will be San, they will be Sensei. So that's how it
So
starts.
who's
with
saying
San.
kun?
San starts out below, but it's actually very respectful. Mothers and fathers are saying kun. Also, girlfriends and boyfriends, mostly girlfriends, because again, boys are kun. So usually kun is not attributed to a woman. It's
I feel like I
lean,
know less
lean.
now.
So like Kyorin, Jeremy Kun. I've been called Jeremy Kun many times. And it's not as good as Jeremy Chan or as good as any of the other good things that I get called. But Kun is something you get called. It's not a bad thing. It's not a racial term. It's Kun. It's not COON. So
Talmud says, would close friends say kun?
Hell yeah, they might. I mean, it depends. It's very. You might, but I don't think as much. Usually it's the adult talking to the child kind of thing. It's the upper going to down, usually saying the coon. Also, again, boyfriend, girlfriend, absolutely. And then there's all kinds of other things. There's all kinds of stuff.
I just remember this when I was consuming Cromartie High School manga. I think in the anime. Do you ever heard of Cromartie High School?
No,
Cromartie High School.
I've not heard of it. Cromartie High School, I've not heard of.
It's an anime. It's a manga.
I've not heard of it.
But there was a whole episode where the guy was talking about being coon for some reason. I can't remember. That's the only reason why I'm aware of that.
Oh, interesting. So he was thinking that was too endearing or something. He must have been
I
hung up
can't
on
remember.
some
It was something
girl's
like he didn't like being called
endearment.
because he's in
He
high
didn't
school.
like it was too. It was too. Then it was too informal for him. He didn't like it. Did the teacher call him coon?
I don't remember the details. I just remember it was a plot point
Because that's a little
about
bit.
being called coon,
You can be called coon. You
but
can be
I
called
don't remember the
lean
plot.
as
I
well.
think he got pissed because someone called him coon. He was a
That
fellow
makes sense.
student,
It
and he
was, if
beat
it was
him up. That's what I
oh
think. That's like vaguely remember that because he's a bully in the series. I remember, and someone like called him coon, and he got like mad. I
oh
think
interesting. See, you don't call people coon. It's just the suffix. So I mean, I guess you
there
call
was.
them
I
that
don't
because
know. Maybe
what else is
there
it?
was something plot line around it. I just don't
But
remember
yeah, I get
exactly
it
what it
though.
was.
No, you could definitely feel disrespected if someone called you that, especially in the context of the sentence. It's not being called that. It's just putting yourself in the position of being an endearing, supportive figure to a boy can be offensive if you're not actually doing that. It's weird. Japanese is weird, and rin is the opposite of kun, I would say, for
If
girls.
if you guys like comedic anime, like I recommend Cromartie High School. It could be I would say one thing about the content creator of Cromartie High School is he focuses on like one small thing and like really hammers it, like beats a dead horse over and over on one joke. But in general, I really enjoy it. Cromartie High School. I've read the manga and I've watched the anime. I thought it was good. So there you go. I think I own it on DVD and I have the manga.
So, I personally think this shit's fucked up. Like, I think this right here, like, I'm not religious, so it's hard for me to explain why I have a problem with this. But, this is an affront to whatever made us. I don't know what made us. I mean, I'm sitting there making AI characters in my game too. So I understand that it might not even matter. But like doing this, trying to take control of this shit is fucked up and we're going to wind up fucking ourselves over if we do
Why don't
this.
we do this to bees and get them to go sting people?
Well, the thing is we can do that. That's the scary part. That's going to
Well,
be
think about controlling an army of bees. That'd be powerful,
I
right?
don't. I mean, think of though. It would be cheaper though to actually
'Cause-
control an army of drones right now. Like we've got real drones that are the
Yeah, I
size of
know.
like my face.
Yeah,
Those
but for
are cheaper to make.
assassinations, you could get some bees in and like sting
You
some like
totally could assassinate
Zelensky
someone
or
with a
whatever.
bee.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And you got
totally.
fucking bees.
Drone bees are gonna definitely be a thing. They're gonna put like cyanide in their stingers, and like make them sting without having the right parts.
Have you ever thought about owning bees? Because I still think about like getting into being a bee owner.
No, actually, that's something I don't desire whatsoever. Being a beekeeper, I admire it, but I do not desire it. I'm a
Well,
scientist too, so I don't. I normally you would think that's something you would think I'd be like, yeah, I'd love to have bees. No, I do not want to be
well, like
a
I
beekeeper.
compost. I don't know if you compost. I do like other stuff, but I always think about like it'd be really
Composting
good
is
for
cool.
my. It'd be good for the environment, my local environment. I always think of things locally. What you could do as an individual, what you could do to help your own environment where you are, and like I do the composting. I do my own like growing. And I'm like, what would really help my local environment? Bees, like keeping my own beehive. And yeah, you get stuff out of it. You get your own
What
local
happens
honey
when the
and stuff.
county accuses you of having African bees after they like sting some person a bunch of times because they
What?
messed with your
What are you talking
lawn?
about? Say that
Scenario.
again.
Yeah,
What do you
just
mean?
I'm gonna make a scenario up. I'm gonna just say your county because I know what it is. But in your county, like imagine someone messes with your yard and gets stung up a bunch, and then makes up a story that you have Africanized bees and that
If,
that they
if
were
I
attacked
won't,
by
so I
you
don't. But I
because
won't have African
you
bees.
live in a very populated area.
So
You're not in a rural area. So being a
the-
beekeeper would not be something that I think you could get away with if someone abused it. I think you would get sued.
there's a lot of protections to be. I've looked into this. There's a lot of protections from being a beekeeper. Like your neighbor. First off, your neighbors are going to complain. Let's just get that out of the way.
They
Your
sure
neighbors are gonna
are.
be like, "What
Yeah.
the fuck? You got fucking all these." Like, yeah, I do. But the thing is, if they complain, the police won't do anything about it because it's like protected on like federal stuff, like state stuff. Like you
But
can't.
do
You
you
can
have the
complain
kind of
all you
land
want.
though? Like there's city ordinances too. Have you looked up the city ordinances?
The
I'm not
city
going to
can't.
dox you, but
I've looked into this. The city can't stop you from owning bees.
oh, that's hilarious. You could
Yes,
just
I
do
live
it
in
then.
city, but they
If you hate
can't
your
stop you
neighbors, you could do it.
from. It doesn't matter. Your neighbors can complain. Your city can complain. The thing is, it's like you have to understand. Like, there's all these protections from being a beekeeper, to where like even if your city municipality complains, your neighbors complain because they will and they do. They definitely do, but they can't stop you because you're actually contributing to the better environment. I mean, you're contributing to the environment in terms of like allowing this colony of bees, which is like super helpful in terms of pollination for the plant life, all these other things, as you probably know, and how
Oh yes,
the bee population globally is down like 60% in the last 10 years or 20 years. It's
it is
ridiculous.
definitely down. You're right. It is.
So you could complain all you want, but the police won't do anything. They won't come and tell you can't have those bees
But they
because
might be able to
that's
sue
protected.
you though. That's what I'm
They
saying.
can't. No, they
Look,
won't. They
if they get
can't.
themselves stung up, yes, they could.
There. Okay, let me tell you this one story. Actually, I thought was insane. Have you ever heard this? This actually happened.
Okay.
So there was like these police trying to evict this woman off of her property, and she was a beekeeper, and she brought her bees and released them onto the police, and like they all got stung and swarmed. She used the bees as a weapon. She literally did. Like, look
Okay.
this up. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look this up
Do it.
because
Yeah.
this is
I
a
mean,
crazy story. She literally used her bees to attack the police.
this should have been on the
Woman
show. Like now it is. We're about to bring a
uses
picture of this.
bees to attack police. I'm telling you, like, this is a real thing. Yep, 2022, and she was arrested. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, there it is.
Massachusetts woman accused of attacking sheriff's deputies with bees in 2022. Arrested in
Unbelievably,
Tennessee.
you're looking right now at her. I put her on screen. That's wild.
But she used the bees to attack the police. How fucking baller is that?
It's pretty
I mean, that's kind of
baller.
baller.
But look at she's got a spit hood on. Like they I don't know if that's to protect her from the bees, but she's got a spit hood on. I think it's
Her
actually
name was Rory Susan Woods. Was arrested at a hotel in Tennessee last week after failing to appear for a Massachusetts trial. A Hadley woman accused of unleashing a swarm of bees on sheriff's deputies in 2022 was arrested last week after she failed to appear. She should have brought the bees to court. She should have, right?
yeah, that would have been fucking baller too. I would have definitely had more respect for her if she brought them to court. That would have been
Woods made
hilarious.
national headlines. I'm just reading this from Boston.com. After she allegedly confronted deputies who were enforcing an eviction, that's how I remembered, in Longmeadow in October 2022. Authorities say Woods pulled up to the scene with beehives in tow, removed the lids, and agitated the bees, causing them to swarm and sting both deputies and bystanders. The sheriff's deputies tried to stop her, but as the agitated bees started getting out and circling the area, she pulled back. The sheriff's office said at the time she then smashed the lid and flipped a hive off of the flatbed of her truck, making the bees extremely aggressive. They swarmed the area and stung several officers and other innocent bystanders. How crazy is that? That's
That is
insane.
super crazy. It is. So you want to have the power of bees? That's what your dream
Yeah.
is.
Think about that. You mess with me,
You messing with
you realize
bees.
you're messing with my bees. Do you realize what's gonna happen to you if you fuck with
yeah,
me?
you're the queen. You're the motherfucking queen bee. You're gonna fucking end up getting attacked. You're gonna get mincemeat. Speaking of attacks,
You can use bees. I mean, you really can use bees as a weapon, as she did.
yeah, you sure can. You can use dogs as a weapon too. You can train your dog to attack people if you want.
I know, but the thing is, but that's not as I don't like the kind of like abuse that goes into that. But the idea that you get bees to attack people, you get. I just think that's so strange that she's like, you know what I'm gonna do. these people want to evict me from my land. I'm going to unleash the bees. It's like, ma'am, you're going to have to leave
Well,
this property.
was she squatting? That's the question. Because we come back, they should have just put fucking poop all around
Yeah.
her
And for
and
you guys
gassed
that
her
are
out.
interested, I'm going to put this article in the chat,
There it
boston.com,
is.
because this
All you
is.
poor bastards watching the VOD.
So she allegedly donned a beekeeper suit and carried another hive toward the home before her arrest. She just pleaded not guilty to 4 counts of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, 3 counts of assault with a dangerous weapon, and 1 count of disorderly conduct.
Good lord.
Imagine trying to defend yourself at court. You're the jury person, and this woman is like, I didn't, like, what? I just had
Deadly
bees. So
weapon, it's
what?
just bees. Yeah.
So like, what would you think? You're in the freaking you're in the jury pool, and this woman's trying to tell you, like, so what? I just had bees.
I would have to
It's not
read the
my
law.
fault.
I would read the law, the letter of the law. If I was a juror, if I could let her off on a technicality, I sure would. But I'd have to read the letter of the law otherwise. And it
She
sounds like it's
attacked the
not a weapon
police
to
with
me.
bees.
Bees are not a weapon. So I think they charged her with the wrong offense there. I would probably let her go on all 3 counts of the assault with the weapon because that's not a weapon. And then there's the disorderly conduct. Yeah, I think she can get charged with that in this case. That's pretty
Yeah,
disorderly. So I would end up probably convicting
but it is
on 1 of
baller
4.
though, right?
Totally. Yes.
Imagine you deciding on your showdown with the police, where they're gonna evict you, that you're gonna use your bees to attack them. I mean, just the gall of like and executing this plan, and it worked. First off, it worked. Do you think she's ever done this before? Has she ever attacked people with bees?
Maybe. I mean, she might actually. I mean, as a beekeeper, I'm sure you get to know your bees. She may have seen them swarm other things or what provokes swarming. I'm sure she knew. She's
But
a beekeeper.
she brought them to the deputies and like
That's
threw it off of her truck or whatever.
that's messed
You
up.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. That's where it might. That's where the vehicle might be the weapon. If the lawyer is presenting the argument that the vehicle is the weapon, not
Well, you
the bees.
so you know we should cross stories. This woman should have gone to France and helped clear all those squatters off that guy's property. She could have taken care of
Exactly.
them.
No, we were crossing stories. I was saying they needed to take poop and surround her with poop. That way, she would get out of there, stop squatting instead of the bees being effective. If they would have
Because
used
she
the
was being
shit
evicted
technique,
too. It's another eviction story.
it is. It is exactly. That's what I'm saying. They crossed over perfectly because honestly, the solution to those police's problem was turds, and in her case, her bees would have been worthless. In fact, I think even the hydrogen sulfide or whatever it is,
But she
that's in
could have
the shit-
attacked those people spraying the shit all over the fields. She could have attacked them with bees.
Yes, but I think that the hydrogen sulfide in the shit would have fucked the bees up. Like
Really?
the thing, yes, it fucking kills you. Like,
Yeah, bees are very sensitive to chemical stuff, as we know.
Yes, they wouldn't go around that. They'd be repelled by the shit and the piss of pigs.
But
All right,
yeah,
so-
I've actually like seriously considered. I still think about in the future if I would like to be like it'd be interesting to have a bee colony. And like I said, yeah, my neighbors would be really pissed off. Like I mean, there'd be fucking swarms of bees around my property all the time. Think about what that's like to live next to. But like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? I mean, we need bees.
I would be so. I don't know. I wouldn't be pissed actually. I wouldn't. If someone around me had bees, I have enough space between my house and everybody else. I wouldn't care. But I am lucky. I'm a lucky person.
Well,
So
I'd have to talk to my tenant about like, hey, do you mind having bees swarming around your house? Because I'm thinking about getting a bee colony.
So yeah,
Very close to your house.
Yeah, your tenant would leave. That's for sure. So like that's not the point. I didn't even think about your tenant. They would leave. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
but,
your neighbors.
I mean-
Your neighbors are what I'm talking about. Your neighbors are a stone's throw away. I can't throw a rock at mine. Like you can definitely they would be being all around your neighbors. It'd be bees in your neighbor's shit.
they never. You ever see the show The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
They never like show like what about the people that have bees? Like I could be the bee master. Like some people come to mess with me, and I just show up with my bees.
Well, we were talking about zombie bees just a second ago with the zombie roaches. And speaking of manipulating fucking shit that we shouldn't be manipulating, I've got some distressing video to show. Do you want to see it?
No,
Oh, shit. Why not? Tell us your fucking
Yeah, go ahead.
problem. No, I
Let's
mean,
go.
no. You
Like-
can tell me why. I want to know why you don't want to watch it.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is. Just play it.
Are you just scared? You're scared because it says warning, right? That's what's going on. You just got a little bit shy.
No, I'm not scared.
Okay, so are you okay with watching?
I
some
just was
distressing
being a
content?
contrarian because it's fun.
Oh, I see. I was just agreeing with you because it's funny. All right, anyway, warning, distressing content. All right, so we were speaking about manipulation. Take a look at this WNBA.
And 8 assists to add.
There's dildos.
Hayes gets blocked by Maya Caldwell. Something flies on the court, actually, from the crowd. The officials will say they will continue play as that goes off the fingertips of the Valkyries. But that needs to be addressed.
Excellent defense from Caldwell, and that's her job. That normally, Jordan Canada didn't know something flew on the court. She's being told right now.
It's a dildo.
It's a dildo. That's absolutely what it is.
That is a first.
So you knew about this.
And
Do you
the
know
object is
why
still
the
down
dildo
on the
was
floor
thrown?
on the opposite side of the court.
Yes.
There was something green that was launched.
All right, we'll get to the end of the video.
So
I'll let
for
you
the
explain
Valkyries
that.
to actually play through that, I was shocked that wasn't picked up earlier, but they played through it.
And you can see the object, the block right there. And the object comes, that green thing bounces, and it goes to the sideline. We're not exactly we're not sure where it came from.
It went right through
But
me.
to my knowledge, it's still underneath the seat. I'm looking
That
right
dildo
at
went
it.
through me. Did you see it?
Why it would have been launched,
It
I
did.
do not know, but they got to get that person up out of here now.
And security is on the way. And there is just absolutely no room for any of that type of activity.
There's
Yeah,
no
and
grammar
no one's picked the
happening.
object
The
up yet. You
announcer's
guys,
unable.
oh
There
my
it is.
gosh, okay.
On the floor.
If that
Okay.
guy, dildo guy, brought his bees, they wouldn't mess with him.
They would not. So anyway, yes, that's the war. It's not that distressing, honestly. Seriously.
So basically, I'm gonna say like, if you're gonna throw a dildo on a basketball court, bring your bees, because when they try to remove you, they're gonna give up once you release the bees. Once you release the bees, they're like, you know what? Never mind. We're not ejecting this guy from the game. He's got fucking bees. You just have the bees swarming
I
around
think
you.
there
You're
would
in,
be
like,
panic everywhere. The whole crowd would be fucking. It'd be pandemonium. The cacophony of chaos. Like the bees would be out, and no one would even know who was who. It would be. I think people would be stampeded. I think there might be death if you released bees at a
I would just, like-
WNBA game.
I would love to just use bees as a defense or offense, however you want to put it, in so many situations.
In every situation, especially football. Yes. Release the bees. That's the offense that we need.
And they just swarm
Fucking
around
Minnesota
you.
Vikings.
Like, I'm the
bring
bee
out
master.
the bees. And the quarterback and the snap, and it's like, and there's bees. Oh, so do you know why this fucking dildo got thrown out there in real life? You know the reason?
Because there's women playing basketball.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's actually not the reason. No, this is
Oh.
just the same as the zombie roaches, actually, that I said before. The reason people are throwing dildos out onto basketball courts right now is to promote cryptocurrency. Of course. Yeah, we got fucking cryptocurrency. That's what you need in your life. Fucking assets that are totally intangible.
Dildo
nothing
coins?
nothing like this. This is tangible. This is a tangible
Is it
asset.
dildo coins?
Yeah, they're. I don't know if they're DLDO. They might be dildo coins. They might. I'm not going to advertise this coin on this program because only coin we're allowed to advertise via contract is Trump. So we all buy Trump here. If you're thinking of buying this coin, dildo or whatever coin name it is, don't buy it. Buy Trump coin. That's the official stance of this program.
If anyone tries to make you buy this coin, the dildo coin, release your bees.
Release those bees and buy more Trump.
Like when the police come to tell you, like, hey, we got a call of domestic violence, release your bees.
War
Just release
Turtle,
them.
War Turtle Tail is saying that he thinks that there's an app that someone is controlling and doing illegal gambling on, where they bet on which color of dildo is going to hit at the next WNBA court. And some people think it's actually a false flag operation done by WNBA to try to increase the number of people who give a shit about WNBA.
Well, you know that clip you showed was in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's pretty close to where I'm living right now. It's definitely.
So we could have brought bees to that game. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we could have. Yeah, they would have stolen our shit though. They don't let you bring anything but a clear container into those bitches nowadays.
Do you think they would have kept me at the if I got to the gate?
Bees into there, you know. Do
you think if I got to the gate and they're like, "Well, let's check your bag"?
Yeah,
I'm like, "Yeah, here you go."
Yeah, check your
it's
bees.
bees.
Yeah, you're gonna end up at the gate with bees. Is what's gonna happen. There would be bees at the gate. There would be the news story. Bees at the fucking WNBA
I'm
gate.
like, look, man, if you don't let me into the stadium, I will release the bees. And I have a button, the red button right here, and with my thumb on it.
Well, you could
like,
plant the bees. See, those stadiums are not active all the time. Just go into the stadium and put the bees in the stadium with remote controls to release the bees. And a vibrator to rile them up before you release them. Then you got it. Then you got bees in the stadium with the remote control. You don't even have to be there when the bees do their being.
I think it would work.
I think it would work. I think we're brilliant. These bees. I think that's the gift that gives. Bees are the gift that keep on giving. Problems. They solve everything. It's better than AI. I thought AI could solve all our problems, but turns out it's actually bees that can solve everything.
Well, anytime you're having trouble with the police or people coming on your property trying to tell you what to do.
Any problem. Throw a problem at me. You got a coding task to do?
In terms of, like messing with the police or making them uncomfortable or trying to like assault them, bees is a pretty insane option. That's all I want to say. This Massachusetts woman. Her name is, what's her name? Let's see. Rory Susan Woods. Also known as Rebecca Woods. Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. So my next fucking topic is about life insurance. Did you know you can take a life insurance policy out on anyone, even me? As long as you know a little bit of my personal information?
I already have.
Oh, you've taken out a life insurance policy on me. How big's that bad boy?
Well, I like doubled down on the policy on if you got death by bees.
Oh.
Because if they allowed me to
allowed you to double down. That's pretty nice of them.
They allowed me to double down if you died by bees.
So apparently this has been such a problem that they had to restrict anyone can buy life insurance for anybody. That's an issue, I think. But it is legal right now. You can do that. You can buy life insurance on me if you know just a little bit about me. And the thing is that you can, when you're buying life insurance on people, your employer can do it too, because corporations are people, right? You know about that law, right? The corporations are people. So recently, not recently, it was actually a little bit farther back, there were a bunch of companies that tried to specifically insure the people who are most likely to die. They would do physicals on their employees, and they would hyper insure the ones that looked like they were close to dying before they retired. And then they would cash in on these policies. This is called a janitor insurance back in the day. And then they ended up making a bunch of laws that tried to restrict the way that employers would try to strategically buy life insurance on fucking people that were at death's door, essentially. But that does not stop individuals from doing it. So I don't understand why there's not a bunch of life insurance scamming going on everywhere, and why. I mean, that's ridiculous to me. Life insurance is ridiculous to me. What do you think about this? This is the current state of things. Just wanted to let you know.
I have actually seen, I watch crime documentaries, and there's people who murder people,
I know.
but they murder their wife multiple times, and they get life insurance, and they collect it all three times.
Yeah,
Like
lots
they
of
literally
times.
murder their wife 3 times. I'm not joking.
I'm not
And they
joking
they,
either. I've
they
seen
always
this too.
get life insurance on their wife, and they
Yep.
murder them. Then they marry someone else, get life insurance, murder them again, get a third wife, get life insurance, and murder them again.
Yep, it
Like
happens
this
a lot.
actually
It happens
happens.
way often more than you think. I can think of multiple cases that I have read about that involve that kind of crap, where it's more than one time that a person will murder their family member and do that. But again, life
I
insurance
watched one where
on
they
anyone.
they
I can get
murdered.
life insurance on you, Bite Binge, if I want to.
Can you really?
Yeah, I really can. That's why I'm bringing this fucking topic up. I really
What does it
fucking
take?
can. It takes me knowing your social security number, your address,
What
your
is
date
it?
of birth.
What is my social
I'm
security
not. I
number?
will not. No, I will not do that.
You have it, but you won't tell everyone.
Anyone can get your social security number. That is not hard to do, and it really doesn't take much to get life insurance. It really doesn't. But if you have a few pieces of basic information, you can do it, and those basic information are available online if you pay a small fee to someone. So, I mean, I'm surprised though that there aren't people looking at like the people most likely to die and betting on them like that, and like offering, like it just doesn't make sense. I don't like life insurance. I never have understood it. I've got free life insurance, a bunch of it, a bunch of free life insurance. I don't like it. It makes me feel like I've got a target on my back, but it's all free, and it's like every institution I belong to wants me to buy more life insurance, but are willing to give me $2,000 of life insurance. So I have like $2,000 of life insurance from like 8 different companies, and that's all I have because it's all free life insurance. Like my bank and my credit card and my employer and my like all kinds of people like want me to have free life insurance, and then try to sell more. I don't understand.
So on your life insurance, what's the policy on bees?
Payout on bee death. I get paid.
Is
They
there
get a payout.
is there
Full
like
payout.
double or triple?
No, I get double or triple if I die of a horrific disease. I have
Like
some.
what?
I have cancer, AIDS, anything horrific,
But
anything
not
terminal.
bees.
Any terminal disease, I get paid for. I get all of it, and that's specifically I'm going to continue that insurance, and it's very cheap actually. The expensive insurance is the regular health insurance. That shit's expensive as hell, but having 100K if you have a terminal disease is pretty easy to get. You don't have to pay much for that.
So if I try to become a bee guy, be a beekeeper, and my bees killed me, which could happen, right?
Definitely.
My bees killed me. What kind of payout do I get on my life insurance?
You don't, you're dead. But whoever your beneficiary is would get the payout equal to your policy value at that time.
That's the thing. Like you have a cat. A cat's not gonna kill you, right? You own like a dog. That dog is, I mean, unless
The
like
dogs
you're really
kill
feeble.
actually. No, there are no.
You're
no,
a full-grown adult though.
If
a
you have a
male
pit bull,
also.
if you have a pit bull, you can die from your dog.
It would be very difficult to die
If you
from.
abuse your dog, you can die by your dog. It happens.
How many people? I'm gonna look this up because I don't know.
A lot of people forget to feed their animals because they're
How-
assholes or just absent-minded. They shouldn't have an animal, but they do.
How
And then
many people die from bees?
a lot. A lot of people are allergic to bees.
A man escaped.
Not true. Golden
Wow.
retrievers specifically kill lots of ducks, and they probably have killed people too. They'll defend their families.
How many people die from? Oh, misspelled bees. Whoops. Okay. Globally, bee stings cause about 100 deaths per year in the United States. Wait, what? AI is terrible. Globally, this is literally, I'm saying it says here.
That
I
is
typed in how
horrible.
many
That
people
is
die
so
from bees
bad.
globally.
Well,
It
AI
says
is not the way to
globally
get
bees.
that research. Like, you should get a
Yeah, I
cited
know.
source and shit. Like, I at least go to the news for my shit. But anyway, that shit's fucked up. The next
Well,
fucking
3 to 4 times more people die from bee stings than snake bites. That shouldn't be surprising. Because you know what? Bees are very mobile. Did you know that?
yeah.
Bees.
Bees are much more dangerous than snakes. It's totally true. I know that. Bees are, because of allergens, one of the deadliest things. Their toxin is so bad if your body has certain genes. Like, it's my girl. That's what happens to your ass.
Well, they're saying mosquitoes are by far the deadliest creature because they spread disease. I think we all knew that. Bees don't spread disease like mosquitoes do.
Ticks are bad too. Ticks are very bad. People are very deadly. I think people are deadlier than anything. If you count ourselves as creatures and you kill all the war deaths and all the things, the killings we do, if you consider the automobile deaths that we cause by accident to be deaths caused by humans, we are the greatest cause of death to each other, by far. By far. It's a fucking hard piece of knowledge to be hit with at fucking 2 a.m. on a fucking Sunday morning, but it's just the way it is, bitches. It's just the way it is.
Center for Disease Control and Prevention reported that between 2001 and 2017, more than 1,000 people died from stings.
It's a lot
In
of
the United
people.
States, 3 or 4 times more people die from bee stings than from people living in infested areas each year. Okay, so like about 100 people die per year in the United States from bee stings or whatever. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you're fine. You're
Yeah.
probably gonna be okay.
You're gonna be fine from the
But
bees. So, another
a lot of
trend.
people,
Go ahead.
yeah, everything I'm seeing is like in America, about 100 people die from stings, including bees, caused by bees.
So, a new trend has arisen in China. Third of the world's population, by the way. So, like a great portion of the earth is currently being swept up with the fad of adult
Yes,
pacifiers.
I misspelled bees.
I know
Antitrust drops.
it's
Sorry.
rough. It's rough when you misspell the word bee, a word that has only 3 letters, or bees, which is the plural form that has only 4. Anyway, adults are getting these specially designed large pacifiers to cope with stress, improve sleep, and quit smoking. There are online shops right now selling thousands of these adult binkies a month, and now these shipping options have moved international. And dentists in China are warning that this is the stupidest thing they've ever seen, and that sucking on a dummy for more than 3 hours will change the position of your teeth in 1 year. And that these people are making themselves into buck-toothed fucking morons. So there's 2 sides to the story. There's the my job sucks, I have too much stress and need to show it to everybody. And there's your teeth are going to move and you're going to look like a buck-toothed fool. Which side of this story do you fall on, Bite Binge?
I have to wear a night guard because I grind my teeth.
Amen, Wardletail.
And it's gotten better, I guess. But I used to like really grind my teeth really bad. But pacifiers, I don't know. Do they wear it? Maybe if you wear it when you go to bed, it keeps you from
Yeah,
grinding your teeth.
mouth guard is different. That this isn't a mouth guard, and this is to be used during the day, so it's different.
But
Also,
look at their sense of community, though.
well, this isn't the only picture I have of
That
this.
guy got to hang out with that woman, and she looks pretty.
There's also these TikTokers.
She's
here.
there. She's available. She's there with like.
I mean, here's another. These are the same guys.
War Troll said, "Isn't that an AI picture?" It did look like an AI picture to me too, where they're all there together.
What? All
They
these
were
people
very-
with their.
Oh, they're close. They're staying very close to one another. It
These
didn't seem
people.
natural.
This one you think is AI, because you think this guy and this guy have two similar features. And
Because they're all like
they're all clones of
positioned.
each other. And then this one you're saying is not AI. This one is not. It's true. This
That's what
one's
War
not.
Troll said. Isn't that an AI picture?
I don't think it is. I don't know if it is or not. I actually can't verify. What I can tell you about this picture here is that I did not generate this with AI. But
if you
that
ever
does
see
not mean that it's not. It may have been the news source doing it. After all, it was like a international news source. It was not American.
Well, they're all looking in a similar direction. It looks. But
I agree. It looks AI generated, but I didn't generate it. I will openly admit when I generate content.
If you ever have a law enforcement officer that tries to tell you to remove your binky, just take out your bees and kick them out of the back of your truck.
Someone really smart. His name is Anti-Rust Drops. Anti-Rust Drops asks the question, whatever happened to getting blackout drunk before sleep for stress release? Now people are doing this, and that is so correct. That, sir, you're smart. Is correct, or ma'am. I don't want to fucking throw a gender on you necessarily, but you're smart. You definitely made one of the best comments. So these bitches though are doing this. Do you want a fucking adult pacifier? They have flavored ones. You could get them with menthol. You
Yeah, give me one. I want it right now.
You want it right now?
I'll take it, please. Yeah, go ahead. I'll take it right here in my hand.
You can actually go get a pacifier. You have them in your house. I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were offering.
No, I mean I'm saying you should get the adult sized one. Order one that will give you like cocaine, like on a drip feed, so that you can constantly be numbing your mouth with cocaine. It's a special Colombian kind. You do have to order it using Tor. But
so what do these people have to say about why they do this?
Oh, again, they have to say
that woman
this
looks bored, by the way, on the left. She looks very bored by the whole thing.
Oh, she's super bored. But again, it's all about coping with stress, improving sleep, and quitting smoking. These are the three reasons.
Did it work for you?
No, I never tried it.
When you went to work, did you wear your pacifier?
Nah. I haven't used a pacifier in a long time. I remember when I was a child I did use one. My brother also used one. And my kid did not. My kid never used a pacifier, actually. But that was not our deal. She just didn't want one. So that was that. It was her decision. Pretty simple. You give a kid a pacifier and put it in their mouth, and they like, bleh, and then stick their fingers in their mouth. I mean, what are you going to do? They don't want a pacifier. She didn't want that shit. It's plasticky and yucky. Alright, let's move on to the fucking next, like, fucking, the last, actually, fucking thing. Goes back to Van Nuys. Let's talk about Van Nuys, motherfucker. This is interesting. Van Nuys. Do you know about Van Nuys?
Nope.
Well, let me show it to you. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and get this full screen. This is our last story for the night. Van Nuys is where I lived for 2 years in Los Angeles, California. It is a district or a section of Los Angeles that is just to the north.
And it's blurry there.
Of the Hollywood Hills. This is a video, man. We're going to watch a video. Is that okay?
It is.
Okay, anyway, I was telling my story about living in this place. I've walked down this street many times. I know this place. Okay, so
Did you
there's
piss on that fence?
No, I didn't piss. I wish. Sam and I didn't get to have much fun in this place. We had 1 or 2 days of fun, and the rest of it sucked. But Los Angeles is hard. It's a hard place to be. But the truth is, it's very wide and long and spread out. And Van Nuys is this place where there's a few studios. There's like, I think Paramount's up there, and there's a comedy club called Flappers, and there's a Disney studio up there. I think Nickelodeon's up there. There's some stuff up in the upper part of Hollywood above the hills that is nestled in Van Nuys. So there are some decent studios there. But it is still a very poor neighborhood that costs a fuck ton to live in. And it's very shitty. So we lived there for 2 goddamn years. I used to go shopping at Ralph's and eat at the In-N-Out Burger, and we lived in this bitch. So there's a dude who lives in Van Nuys now, not then. I didn't deal with this. Now, and this motherfucker has installed like train sirens and loudspeakers on his home in Van Nuys and is blasting that shit all the time. And police can't do dick about it. And he's specifically doing it to get back at the police. Much like the bees that you wanted to do. This motherfucker, in a bid for revenge against the police, is blaring these fucking sirens all the time in Van Nuys. And the police have not been able to do anything about it for months. And finally, on an unrelated charge, they were able to arrest him, but I think that the sirens are still going off because they're automated. It is a problem. Let me show you the news article now. Are you ready for that, or do you want to comment before? Okay, here comes the news article.
Well, that sounds like a train horn, but it's coming from a Van Nuys house, and neighbors say they've had enough. The piercing siren has been going on for months, and now residents are pleading with police for their help. Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes live in Van Nuys, where he spoke with the man behind that horn. Rob?
Yeah, right now the neighborhood is quiet, but folks who live around here say around this time of the day, they are usually bracing for a window rattling noise ordinance violation, and they don't understand why the guy who is behind it all has not been ticketed. It's a block packed with humble, reserved homes, and one that is considerably not humble nor reserved. It's a house that sounds more like a train station, turning this block of Peach Street in Van Nuys into Screech Street in Van Nuys.
Makes the windows rumble.
This neighbor didn't want her face shown, but felt it was important to get the story out. Neighbors here are frustrated with the blaring horn that shatters the silence here most afternoons. Why? For months now.
It's
He
Van
puts
Nuys,
his
dude. You don't want to show
alarm
your face.
on, his house alarm, and has that running. And then he uses the horn. And he blows it for, like 30 seconds.
Yes,
and then it'll
the
stop.
police should drop bees on her house.
And it's over and over and over again.
This is the neighbor who likes to toot his own horn.
If I were in their shoe, I'd complain too. It is loud, it is disturbing.
Gary Boyadzian says he has a long-running beef with LAPD's Van Nuys division. The loud siren.
It's train horns, actually.
Okay, the train horns are his way, he says, of getting LAPD's attention.
I need help. I don't know how else to cry out for it. That's why I'm setting the sirens. And
is that fair to the neighbors, you think?
It's not. I would complain too if I was them.
Why do you do it?
I'm crying out for help.
The people who live on the block have posted signs urging others to call the police when the horns are blaring. But neighbors say officers have told them they need to hear the noise themselves in order to cite Boyadzian.
He does it, then he stops, and by the time they get out here 40 minutes later, they can't do anything. They've been out here 3 days in a row.
And so the frustration grows. The folks around here wishing LAPD would literally grab this case by the horns.
All right, that's enough. So anyway, I lived in that piece of shit town. It was absolutely fucking horseshit living there. And I understand why, again, anyone would have run away from there. It's not a nice place to live. So,
because of these type of people?
Yeah, because of these type of people. Yes, they're everywhere. And not only
what
that,
does he
you
need
have
help
to, you have
with?
to
He
suck
talked
a
about
dick.
he
You have
needs
to
help.
suck a dick to get a job. You have to suck a dick to get a job in that place. It's fucked up. That place is wrong. There is a fucking wrong place to be. You do not want to be in there. That guy is probably not wanting to suck a dick to be a bartender, so he's fucking upset, and this is his reaction. Okay, some people react to fucking bullshit differently, right? Some people run away. Some people fucking give it the middle finger and then fucking do something better, and some people strap fucking train horns to their house.
And he needs help from the police. He just won't say what it is on the freaking news channel that is willing to broadcast whatever he needs help with.
Yes, he could have made it clear, but the guy is obviously fucking cracked out of his mind like everyone else in that fucking city. It's horrible.
Like, I'm crying out for help. Like, for help to do what? I don't know. I'm crying out for help.
It could be a cold case like fucking anti-rust drops or antitrust drops. It's not. It's anti-rust drops, but it makes me think of antitrust because it's almost trust. If you move the I, you can't do it. It's not antitrust. It's Van Nuys. Van Nuys is Los Angeles, dude. It's Los Angeles. It's the north part of Los Angeles. There's a part where they showed the map. I lived in several places actually on that map.
On what map?
This map. I just saw it. There. All right. So Sherman Oaks is right here. And Ventura Avenue is right here. So Ventura Avenue is where all these studios are on. It drives down here. I lived here for a little bit. And I lived here for a little bit. Van Nuys is also a street as well as a city. I lived on Van Nuys Street in Van Nuys City. I was in a bed bug infested apartment. It sucked balls. I hate fucking Van Nuys, and I also fucking don't have an affinity for Los Angeles, Sherman Oaks, or any of this other shit either. It's all crap. It's absolute crap. There's no fucking other way to look at it. It is such a poor environment to live in that it will wreck your fucking business plans. It'll wreck your dreams. It'll wreck whatever you've got. There's no reason to go there. It's stupid. Don't go. Just do whatever you want to do somewhere else. You'll be fine. That's my fucking message to anybody thinking of going to these motherfucking Los Angeles places. They're not good for you. They did not fix it. They're not going to be able to fix it for years. So don't go there. I think that's it. Now, do you want to go on? If you want to go on, I have some fucking
No,
weird...
it's like 2:20. I gotta go.
Yeah, you don't want to go on. All right. I'll do those next week. I had some crazy shit on my phone that I needed to fucking process before I could go on there. But anyway, yep, let's fucking call it off. Who's going to be the raid contact for the day?
I mean, you can just let's do Mr. Suffer. Just playing Adventure Island. If I can copy correctly.
I have one pledge mark. I'm going to check the other.
Just, yeah, there we go.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Yes, you have to watch the fucking VOD, you bitch. I'm sorry. He's done. I had extra. It's good. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I'm depriving you guys of content because I'm a
Yeah,
terrible
you're not
person.
depriving. You're just delaying content. You're not depriving. It's delaying content. You're not gonna miss that shit. It's good. It'll be next week.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna raid.
All right. See ya.
Boom. It's
Bye.
done. Have a great